Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the only 2 rare mini-games in Mario Party 7. So, unlike in Mario Party 6, it has 4 rare mini-games, whilst in here, it only has 2. So it's like, you know what I mean. So as you can see, we have ice moves and stick and spin. Ice move is more accurately like the ice hockey or air hockey kind of game, and stick and spin, which is a puzzle mini game, which is exclusive to Mario Party 7. So we'll show those 2 off exponentially. So let's check it out with ice moves first. You can either do 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2, but for me, I'm gonna go for 2v2 on this one, and we'll set the timer for 5 minutes. And we'll go for the classic Mario Brothers versus the Wario Bros when it comes to the actual team against. So, split into teams and play a fun hockey game. The team that scores the most goals is the winner. So yeah, basically we're gonna have to be able to move around with the actual thing itself, and then basically you have to get the puck on the actual other opponent's goal, and then basically whoever team gets the most points by the end of the game is the winner. In fact, this minigame is very similar to the forms of speed hockey from the likes of Mario Party 2, except the fact that you can now able to move around this time around. So I guess it's like an easier version of speed hockey, except the fact that I'm not usually all that great when it comes to hockey games in general, because as far as you already know, ever since in Mario Party 5, and especially noticeable on occasional side of things for the sake of Mario Party 2, I'm not exactly the greatest player when it comes to likely dealing with like hockey games in general, because either way though, I will try my best as soon as I'm able to actually win these kinds of stuff though, but either way though, that's as far as you might as well know something like this. Now I believe in every single rare minigames in this game in particular, because there's a very unique music in the background, which appears to be titled name a rare minigame. That's all there is to say about that particular name of that music comes from. So, because it's pretty obvious, because this is one of those rare minigames you'll come across in 2. And to get those 2 rare minigames, you need to purchasing those for the sake of the duty-free shop. And I think those 2 rare minigames cost about 3,000 cruise mileage points. So, yeah, that seems quite a lot, especially compared to one of those secret characters, both Bodo and Dry Bones, and even the brutal difficulty here and now as well. But then again, we'll talk more details about the forms of the duty-free shop until specifically, I should say next Saturday or something like that. But then again though, it's all depending on the forms of uploading schedules for the time, because obviously that, it seems to be more specifically that we're pretty much almost nearly at the end for the sake of Mario Party 7 Let's Play before we move on to Mario Party 8, and eventually, until maybe in this year in particular, if depending on time, then we can definitely finally show off the most recent Mario Party game, which is of course Mario Party Superstars. So that'll be exciting, especially noticeable about the fact that, well, I can't wait able to actually dive into that game after we sort out the rest of the actual catch-up for the series. So yeah, anyway, a few things I want to explain when it comes to this particular discussion worth noting for, I think anyway. Today it is the 5th of March today, in this case in 2022 today, so not much is going on apart from the fact that, well, to be speaking, that, exponentially speaking, it's just the fact that, well, I believe the Nintendo DSi XL, to be more specifically in the UK, that basically that particular system has been out for about, I would say 12 years for now also. So even then though, I can't even believe some of these stuff is actually getting its, well, the actual, the 12-year anniversary treatment here and there. Speaking of those kind of things though, is the fact that obviously you've already noticed about the fact that ever since in, well, on, I would say on the 3rd of March, to be more specifically on Thursday, if I recall correctly, that you already know about the fact that recently that the Nintendo Switch has been out for 5 years now, along with the forms of 1-2 Switch, Super Bomberman R, and of course, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and yeah, it's gone crazy kind of thinking about it, especially noticeable that the Switch has been out for 5 years, and especially noticeable it really helps that unlike the Wii U, it was short-lived. But as a result though, the Switch is doing super well, but I'm sure that the other toys, as already mentioned about the forms of the sale records, or myself, for the sake of the forms of the actual update for the selling records for certain newer Switch games and all the other jazz. So yeah, it's getting pretty impressive for the time. And I don't know what's going to be up next though, for the sake of the forms of, well, of what's to be up next for the Switch in general. Although, mind you, because at the moment right now, I'm busy playing through some other Mega Man games recently on my own time for the sake of trying to completing them again. Because obviously I've now got them on the go for playing the rest of the Mega Man games now on a Nintendo Switch, so that way I don't need to worry about just trying to able to stuck into the room all day, so that way I can able to actually play those games on the go now. And I think I did manage to recently complete Mega Man 7 and Mega Man 9 recently, so at the moment I'm on the forms of Mega Man 8 and Mega Man 10, and especially noticeable eventually I'll get on to Mega Man 11. We still have no idea that if it's possible that Mega Man 12 could happen, but we'll also have to wait and see what happens, because obviously Mega Man is celebrating the 35th anniversary for the sake of this year, so yeah, that should be exciting for the most part. So anyways, come on, I think we've got a draw. Yeah, but tie. Yep, the second tie in a row, or the second tie so far for this Let's Play. The first one being tile error, so, oh well, no big deal. So anyways, that's Ives moves. It's pretty fun though, especially noticeable you can able to freely move around this time. So anyways, let's move on to stick and spin. And of course you can either go for one player or two players, but for me I'm gonna go for single player. So connect 5 or more balls of the same color to eliminate them. When you clear a set number, you'll go to the next stage. And I think that this is the Mario Party 7 puzzle minigame of any sort, which is, as I said before. But relatively speaking, compared to Mario Party 3 had Mario's Puzzle Party, Mario Party 4 had Bob-omb Breakers, and then Mario Party 5 has Peace Out, and then Mario Party 6 has Block Star, and here we are in Mario Party 7 that we have Stick and Spin. Although, before we get into that though, this minigame right here, not only does it bring back from the likes of Mario Party the Top 100, but also recently Mario Party Superstars. So that might be something worth noting for the sake of that particular puzzle minigame as that actually works out to be. So it's pretty simple from the looks of all that stuff, because as you can see, we need to connect those specific colored balls, and then eventually as soon as you're able to connect even more colored balls, then you would able to actually progress to the next level, and also your score will increase depending of the actual combos you can able to pull off. So yeah, that's basically how this goes basically. So, and I think the actual minigame will end until the colored balls goes on the actual highest level. So pretty much a standard Tetris fare, so except the fact that we are dropping those colored balls as opposed to Tetris blocks. So, but yeah, it can be pretty tricky though, especially noticeable that sometimes the ball drops quite fast, I must admit, but you can able to actually press the A button to able to instantly drop them onto that specific spot. So at least that's that at the very least. So. And I think that was before when Mario Party 8 do have its own puzzle minigame as well, which I keep on forgetting what that puzzle minigame is called from the likes of Mario Party 8, because it has been a while since I actually played the game, but let me know in the comments below. So anyway, and in Mario Party 9 does have Castle Clear Out, and I believe in Mario Party DS does have the own unique puzzle minigame, which appears to be Triangle Twisters, if I'm assuming correctly. And on Mario Party Island Tour, it does have a whole bunch of those puzzle minigames in Island Tour. Like it has Three House and Emergency Exit or something like that, and Start Turn or anything else to be more specific. So and in Mario Party 10 does have Jewel Drop and all the other puzzle games here and there too, for the sake of, well, I do know there's one of them in Star Rush, but that's only on, oh wait, in Boo's Puzzle Party, so, yeah, that's that. And, I do definitely know there is Puzzle Hustle from the likes of Super Mario Party, but that actually requires you to able to move the character along and then trying to able to fit those pieces together. So at least that I can usually just try to able to explain about that. So yeah, eventually whenever you move on to level 6 and onwards though, that these different colored balls are now in you know, spawns instantly, and then it's up to you to able to clear them as much as you can until you're able to not only get more combos, but also just get enough space so that way you can able to fill up different colored balls on a specific time and stuff like that. So, but you know, you get the idea about that. I actually found this minigame kind of easy to play through, unlike Blockstar somehow. I don't know about you, mainly because about the fact that sometimes I like to mess around with this minigame sometimes. But of course, like I said before, there was also the multiplayer version of this minigame as well, that basically 2 players compete each other for the sake of whoever, well, beats one of those opponents, or just, you know, just trying to win a minigame, basically. So that's as far as I can honestly try to explain for, you know, Stick and Spin actually plays out to be. So, but hopefully by that time until in tomorrow, if possible, then I can pretty much guarantee I can able to mention quite a lot of things. Specifically, that after this though, we can pretty much going to be moving on to the next minigame mode, which appears to be King of the River. But here's the thing though, I do need to practice that one peculiar duel minigame before I get into that, and that will have to be by the forms of Royal Rumpus, which, I must be honest here, I wasn't exactly great at that minigame. I think it's mainly because my jumps are way off. Especially noticeable, it doesn't help about the fact that the Goombas keeps running away, whilst compared to the other computer players, they managed able to get themselves very, very lucky with all that, you know, ground pounding those Goombas and eradicational, you know, golden Goombas as far as it could. But hopefully, I will definitely need to get some bit of practice on that minigame before I dive right into, well, King of the River mode. So, but usually, relatively speaking, that's as far as I can try to explain about this sometimes. So yeah, every once in a while is the fact that the actual speed of dropping balls is actually getting slightly faster. But hopefully I'll try to get my high score here, because as you can see, my original high score for this minigame is 1750, which that's mainly because I somehow managed to... I think the last time I played this minigame was actually... God... I would say... Hold on. Oh god. Has it been like 11 years ago or something? Since I actually last played this minigame? Jeez. Anyway, so now we reached to level 11, so at least we managed to able to reach that certain level. And as you can see, we're now stumbling across huge colored balls, as you can see on screen, and every once in a while some small balls here and there as well. So yeah, I have no idea why we're able to actually just say the B word so many times already, but it knows what it is, so... But yeah, that's as far as I can honestly try to talk about for the sake of the rare minigames for Mario Party 7 has to offer. I know there's like only 2 of them, like I said, because, you know, unlike Mario Party 6, it only has 4 of them, which, unlike in Mario Party 6, that, well, not every single, rare minigames can be unlocked from the likes of solo mode, because obviously 3 of them needs to be unlocked from the solo mode by able to keep landing on that rare minigame space. Although 1 needs to be accessible if you manage to get certain amount of stars by able to get Ciaterra, or Ciaterra as far as I like to pronounce that minigame. Whilst in here, as I said, to get these rest of these rare minigames, basically you have to purchasing those by able to purchase them on the duty-free shop. But again, 3,000 points you have to spend on, so keep that in mind. And yeah, I think the only way you can play these kinds of minigames is of course free play mode, much like in Mario Party 6. So yeah, it's nothing different from there, I think, so... Oh jeez, I just realized we are now actually stumbling across the purple balls, as you can see, and also we are on level 12, as far as I can see what this is going. I think there is an occasional moment where, oh jeez, that thing is almost gonna fall up for a moment, but hopefully I should be able to actually clear most of those balls anyway, so while trying to able to pull off a bit of a combo thing right here, so we actually on... I think we somehow managed to able to beat my previous record, as you can see, like up to 1900. So Yeah, I guess that's cool, all in all. And it looks like it's almost gonna full up. I think when it gets to, like, bright red, as soon as when that particular red lights are shown up, like, right there, basically the minigame is over. So, yeah, that's how that works. And, of course, I got my another new record. So, how's that for that? If you don't get a new record, though, on the other hand, Mario will go, like, a losing animation. So, it's why I classified that. You can also continue where you left off from the likes of either level 1 or level 11, but I'm gonna skip that for now because obviously we've pretty much shown both of these. So now we're done with that, and I think I should probably end things off at this point right here. So join me tomorrow for more of Let's Play of Mario Party 7. That is the fact that we're gonna be taking on the forms of King of the River. So yeah, wish me luck until tomorrow anyway. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later, fellas.